because the career you're in is intense, and because it's intense, when you try to come down off it, especially if you're kind of working like in shooting a series or films or back to back, or in particular if you're a supporting lead or lead in a film, it's really high pressure. So what tends to happen is, along with something amazing happening comes this real darkness, right? Because we have to build capacity, which is why you want your career to actually expand slowly over time. It's very difficult if it happens too quickly for your nervous system, right? The nervous system has to practice taking in that amount of goodness or taking in that amount of pressure on a film set, because it's a big difference going from being a supporting lead to being a lead. And I'm hoping in time this whole idea of there being leads at all will disappear. I'm hoping that we'll have more like Succession, where it'll be like ensemble acting. So there'll be a generous sharing. That'll be easier for the actor, because the pressure won't be on one. Like in Succession, they all carried it. If that had just been Brian Cox, that would have been really hard and not as enjoyable an experience. So I think it's good for you to know that, is that this sense of the system in itself, the career, in particularly in the framework of the industry, film industry in particular, is top down. There's a hierarchy. You're a number on a sheet. You have a place. You're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you are on the cast list, right? I wonder what Succession cast lists look like. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You know, this is about 10 ones. You know, I look at that cast list and go, okay, that's easier. So the reason why we are focusing so much on regulating you, bringing you into self-regulation, is so that your acting can be more complex, and building your relationship on what you see, hear, and touch, no matter what the environment, so that you will always feel grounded, brings you into complexity. Because if the film set, or less a rehearsal room, but if in particular a film set is intense and there's a lot of intensity happening, you have to remain complex. That's the art form. You cannot move into intensity with it. You can, but it's going to derail you. So how you stay complex is you need to have a relationship with stillness that's very alive, very alert. And one of the most profound ways to come into stillness is through what you see, what you hear, what you touch. And then when you have that grounded space, then your imagination, your sensation, your emotion, your meaning channel, it can move through you, through the story.